Greetings, Mechwarriors! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is TTB speaking, and welcome back to another episode of German Mechgineering, the daily show where we build cold-hearted, humorless, stompy robots for maximum effectiveness and efficiency on the battlefields of Mechwarrior Online. And guys, today we're playing the Bushwacker X1 in a triple RAC2 loadout, classic frontal FaceTime Dakar. Let's go ahead and have a look at the build. And here it is. There's really nothing fancy to it. You take a Bushwacker X1, you put an XL270 engine in there, you drop 3 RAC2s in there, 2 in the right torso, 1 in the left torso, and you add some ammo. That is basically it. You shave off a little bit of armor from the cockpit, from the arms, and from the legs, and you're basically golden. Firepower of 98.2, rotary AC2s always add up an insane amount of firepower, 80 kph speed, and 1.35 heat management. Optimal range of this thing is about 650 meters. Projectile speed is okay-ish. So overall, this is a nice mech for, I would say, medium to long range Dakar engagements. You can even hit targets here at up to, what is that, up to 1200-ish meters. So it's quite nice, but be aware you won't be doing much damage at that range. So much for that. Let's have a quick look at the mech peaking profile. As you can see, you've got 2 RAC2s down here at the nose of the mech, and then one very high up top, the highest point of the mech actually. That basically means that in order to be able to properly Dakar down at the enemy, you have to expose, I would say, about 40% to half of your mech before you can do that. But that's okay, because the Bushy has really good geometry. It's really hard to CT this thing. You will most likely die due to side torso loss. And if you have to twist with this bad boy, by the way, guys, since it is right side loaded, you want to make sure you twist to the left, but don't favor one side. You want to make sure you spread the damage evenly so you get the most out of your mech and don't die to a side torso loss. Okay, armor wise, we're doing pretty well. We've got 66 on the side torso, we've got 90 on the CT, 35 structure side torso, and 48 on the CT. So this thing is relatively safe. You all guys know that Bushwackers are quite hard to kill. They are very tanky. Little fellas, but that will help us because we need a lot of face time with our RAC2 build. Okay, looking at the skill tree, well, this is what I chose to do. I went into firepower. Of course, we got enhanced RAC UAC nodes, we got the magazine capacity 1 and 2, and we also got a lot of heat gen nodes and one more velocity point here because I couldn't find a better spot to put that skill point. So this will keep our mech relatively cool and allow us to keep Dakaring up until the weapons spin down. On the other side, in the survival tree, we go full survival tree. We have a mech that has a lot of face time, guys. You have to stare down with the enemy. So basically what you have to do is to be as tanky as possible because you will eat some shots. So that's why we go full survival tree. Nothing in mobility, 80 kph is quite enough. Full operations so that we keep our mech as cool as possible. And the improved gyros will help if you are shooting at something that is Dakaring you. That will reduce the amount of screen shake that you receive. So that's also nice to have. And then in auxiliary, last but not least, double coup shot, double artillery strike, and coup shot cooldown. And that, together with operations and firepower, should basically minimize the amount of situations where your mech is hot and you can't shoot. It should actually not happen. Well, that is the skill build, guys. Let's go ahead and take this thing to the dropship and see how it performs. I'll see you there. Alright, guys, and here we are on our first map on HPG Manifold, and we're slowly walking towards the enemy. That should be in Echo 5 and Echo 4. I've got the target up way on top on the satellite dish, but that doesn't matter. He can't do much from there. I'm just gonna move in towards the enemy and use any opportunity that I can get to shoot at them, to just open them up a little bit, soften them up a little bit. And I'm going to opt to go for the right-hand corner here and use that ramp there. Got some assaults here with me, so I can go ahead and follow in with them and try and amplify damage. Come on, dude. Not backwards, forwards towards the enemy. Let's stop the RD strike here and try and hold this position up top here, amplifying damage on any targets I can find. There's a Kintaro behind that corner. There's also Cataphract up here. He's dropping down now. As you can see, guys, I'm just holding this position right now. I'm just shooting at the enemy. My team is NASCARing on the low ground right now, which is making me furious because there's no reason to. We can easily take top right now, guys. So easy, but The teammate is pushing where there are no enemies. You can clearly see that on the map right now. I have to drop down now, otherwise I would take way too much damage, and then follow up with the rest of them, try to find some more targets. And as you can see, I'm gonna go directly again towards the middle to try and find targets there. There's no reason to run around on the low ground. There are no enemies there, and you can't shoot the enemy. Okay, falling back now, don't want to face tank that blood asp. There's a Uzil coming from behind with PPCs. I need to get going now. As you can see, guys, this is a standard move that a lot of teams like to do. I'm trying to encourage the team right now to get the top and just hold it. We'll see whether they do it or not, but apparently at least some people can read, so that's good. Let's go in on that cicada, get him back, and then shield our teammates towards the left side here. Want to make sure that they're not getting shot at from there. What do we have up there? That looked like a Vulcan. What do we have here? A Hunchback. Yep, there's the Vulcan as well. And there are the enemy assaults. Okay, let's drop down here real quick. Holy hell. This is very, very dangerous. Our assaults are still potatoing around in Echo 5 for some reason. But that's okay. That's just all damage they don't get to do, and that's all the more damage that I get to do. There we go. Took down the Sun Spider with our teammate here. Another bushy buddy. Very nice. 2 bushies. Whacking the enemy's bushes. Or whacking the enemy with bushes, with bushwhackers. Okay. Never mind, that's a Lerm awesome down below. I don't have to really drop down here, but I can just shoot him from up top here and core him out. He is below his minimum range, so there's nothing he can do against this. He can just stand there and take it until he dies. There we go, he's down. And once again, we go back, guys. We go back to the top. 5 kills over 2. So we have gotten a nice lead here. We just took a way too long time to get there. Let's go in on that enemy assault. It's of course a broadside. We take him down through the CT, beautiful, and now we go in on his body. Got some teammates coming in here with me as well. Arctic Wolf sees that I'm shooting at the enemy, and I think he stopped barely in time. Don't face hug, guys, because otherwise your teammates can't help you in case you have a problem. And if you face up to secure the kill for yourself and try to keep it from your teammates, you might just get shot or murdered outright, depending on what kind of weapon system the teammates have. Okay, there's the Uzil again, and let's try and go ahead and take him down here. It's 9 kills over 3. This one is in the books. Uzil should be dead any second now. There we go. 2 targets left. There's a Vulcan still left and a light mech over to the side, maybe a Locust or something. I can't tell right now. So let's try and find the Vulcan and go in on him. There he is. Give him a little bit of our peace of mind. Yeah, it's a Locust. Okay, so we're gonna go in on the Vulcan and just try and soften him up, maybe kill him, but it's probably not gonna happen because we have RAC2s, and RAC2s are not really suitable for shooting at fast moving mechs. You need to have a good amount of bullets into the target, and it's hard to do that with a fast mover like a Vulcan, which is a very nimble and quick mech. Also, the weapons are all on cooldown right now, so not a problem though. That's what you have some teammates for example our Phoenix Hawk buddy over here. 12 kills over 3, final score. Let's go ahead and have a look at the scoreboard to see how we did and to see how the NASCARing people did. 1 killing blow, 11 assists, 2 kill most, damage dealt, 713 damage done with 8 components taken out. And the NASCAR buddies, well, let's just say the damage is pretty mediocre. So, guys, don't NASCAR, take top and hold it. And guys, if you like this content, check out my Patreon page and become an active supporter of the channel. We are going to do some more content now, and we're going to be in the frozen wastes of polar highlands. Isn't that beautiful? So, I've skipped ahead 2 minutes to the point where we actually have some contact with the enemy. I'm helping out my Raven buddy here against the Arctic Cheetah, trying to not hit the Raven, and trying to support him against the Arctic Cheetah and get away some of the weapons maybe. The Cheetah is running now, that's okay. We were able to get him to run away, and he's at 57%. He is very dead. That was not the best attack. That was not the safest attack this guy could have chosen. Let's see, we've got Vapor Eagle up front. Alright, we've got some guy running around Hotel 8. That's a Light Mech, a Jenner. SRM2s. Target Foxtrot is going to be a Sun Spider. Alright. We're just gathering some intel right now, just trying to get a feel for the match, guys, because the assaults are not here yet. We are very far up front, and we need to wait for our big guys. However, the enemy team has already donated 2 of their people to us for whatever reason, so that's nice to have. And I'm engaging the enemy now. I'm at 600 meters to 500 meters, which is okay for me. That's a range where most of their shorter range weapons, including or even up to ATMs, are not going to do as much damage to me, but I can just duck into their faces. We just have to watch 2 things, our heat bar and our armor. And of course, well, our cooldown on the RAC2s, but that is pretty forgiving. Let's go in, kill that poor Gen 2C, and then go in again on the Atlas. As you can see, we just duck out directly onto his cockpit. He comes up here, he wants to do something, he just gets duck out, he can't even shoot, he just has to fall back into cover again. So he just lost about 5 to 10% of his mech for nothing. And that's not a good trade that you want to take, guys. So with a slow mech like the Atlas, you don't want to peek over hills, or you don't want to peek over terrain. What you want to do is you actually want to sit back and wait for them to push over the terrain so you can shoot them instantly, or if you're going to do a hard push, then go over and go inside the enemy team, just push into their lines, but you can't peek and then go back again. That's taking damage and dealing no damage. That is not a good trade that you want to take. Speaking about good trades that the enemy team is taking, they're taking no good trades so far. 5 kills over 0 as enemy Marauder coming in. We're gonna go ahead and go on his leg a little bit, taking that down, and then just gonna go for CT with our teammate here. Yeah, he's dead. And oh, look at that. We've got a Vapor Eagle on us. This is the common phenomenon described as streamer or YouTuber aggro. And basically what it does is it gets people into situations where they try to kill you and ultimately just die horribly because they move into a spot where they shouldn't be. Which is a good thing because that keeps the team healthy. So, going in on the last enemy target, that is the poor Cicada, just dies to a Lerm volley, and that is a 12-0 stomp. Unfortunate for the enemy team, but quite nice. Had some good mechanics going on here. But yeah, guys, just don't throw away your mech too early. Don't be too aggressive, and make those trades count. 1 killing blow, 8 assists, 1 kill boss damage dealt, 513 damage done, 3 components taken out. GG. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.